one enchanted evening, you may see a stranger.
I wish I were going with you.
Now listen, Susan, for the last time, this is not a holiday. I'm not going there to enjoy myself. I can think of far better ways of spending a weekend than sitting around in the hotel talking about international rentals. I could be getting the rust spots off the car.
I know what I'd sooner be doing. It's ages since I stopped at a hotel. Oh, think of the luxury.
We won't have any time for that. This is an important conference. We'll have our heads down the whole time.
Is that why you're taking so many shirts?
What?
Well, at this rate, you'll be changing every 4 hours. I wouldn't mind, but I can never get you out of that dirty old cardigan when you're at home.
But this is different. I'll probably be introduced to the chairman. Well, I better take me aftershave.
But he's not going to kiss you on both cheeks, is he? You know, I think you're beginning to enjoy all this.
No, I'm not.
Will you miss us?
Yes, of course I'll miss you. I don't want to go. I mean, I'm very depressed about it. One enchanted evening.
You don't sound very depressed.
Oh, yes, well, you have to make the best of things, Susan. You know, I think I will take this suit and jacket.
I don't know why you don't take a trunk. You know, it's absolutely amazing that after all these years, I never realised that underneath that dirty old cardigan, Beau Brummel was struggling to get out.
What are these doing? I mean, I can't take these, Susan.
You've got to. The children put them in for you.
But I can't, Susan. It's going to be all men. It's going to be a pretty heavy masculine atmosphere there, you know. It's going to be like the army. I mean, what are they going to say when I arrive with Squirrel Nutkin and Mrs. Tickleywink under me? They're going to think I'm a typical family man.
You are a typical family man. You're not handicapped.
I know what it is. You don't like staying in the house on your own, do you?
Well, it creaks.
Yes, I know it creaks, but you're a big girl now, Susan. You shouldn't get into such a state.
I'm not getting into such a state.
Well, what about last time I went away? I came home and found you in bed with the children.
You know, I've been thinking, wouldn't it be nice if I came with you? We could spend the evening together.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, Susan. You see, I've got these papers to study, and then there's the children. I mean, my mother won't take them anymore, you know. They brought her legs up last time.
I suppose you're right.
Oh, there's poor old Harry now.
Poor old Harry?
Yes, he doesn't want to go either.
He sounds as depressed as you are.
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose I'd better be off. Thank you, Susan. There's no need to come down.
Haven't you forgotten something?
Oh.
Not that.
Oh, I hadn't forgotten. See you Sunday. Go ahead. Just a minute. Oh, hello, Bert.
Hello, Rex.
Settled in?
I'm not sure. You see, I'm sharing with Harry, and he's just told me he doesn't wear any pyjamas.
Oh, that's all right, Burke. I mean, we're all men together now, you know. He's just the same as you.
He's not the same as me. I've seen him. I find it embarrassing. What happens if we bump into each other in the night?
Well, I'm sure he'll find that more painful than you will, Burke.
I've never had to share before, and I don't like it. I can't get near our wash basin. He keeps flicking me with his towel. And he's been getting ready for over 2 hours. Squirting stuff under his arm, cleaning his teeth. He's got all sorts of scent sprays and funny-coloured bottles. I've never seen anything like it.
Yes, well, you're in a man's world now, Burke.
That's what he keeps saying. He says he's going to make a man of me tonight. What do you think he means?
Yes, well, look, let me try and explain. You see, when men get together, they usually get round to, well, you know.
What?
Well, when you're in this sort of male atmosphere, I mean, the conversation usually gets round to, well, women.
Women?
Yes. Well, you must have thought about them sometime, Burke. What about when your voice broke? I mean, you remember when Miss first leaned over your exercise book and you first noticed that she had these, little laugh lines round her eyes? Well, it's all building up to something wonderful, Burke. I mean, it may seem a bit coarse, not like it is in the Oxford Book of English Verse, but it is the same thing. Anyway, you have to join in, otherwise they call you a sissy. I learned all that in the army, you know.
Oh!
Oh, I wonder how that got there. Must be the children. Hey. Oh. Hey, how do you get this room? Yes, it's not bad, is it?
Not bad. It must be the bridal suite. And I'm stuck with Berkey.
Have you finished with our wash basin?
Eh? Oh, yes. Hey, smell that aftershave.
Oh,
Look at those teeth, eh? See how they gleam, eh? I'm all ready for the close-up zone, eh? Now then, Berkey, off you go. I want you to make yourself beautiful. You'd better use my stuff. I want to be proud of you tonight. You know why? Because tonight's the night. You can forget about your mother and the text over the mantelpiece. Tonight, I'm going to get you a woman.
I can get my own woman.
Oh, good luck to you then, Berkey. Good luck to you.
For God's sake, Harry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rex. I'm very worried about Burke. He's phoned his mother twice already. I don't know how he got through dinner with no one to cut his food up for him.
Just not used to being away from home, you know.
Oh, he's not the only one. Did you see them down there on the phone queuing? Hey, they're homesick already. We're not going to get many for 5-card brag out of that shower. It's pathetic the way they fall apart as soon as they leave their wives. I'm glad you're here, though, Rex. You know how to enjoy yourself.
Well, I've been around, Harry.
Oh, great. I knew there was some life left in you yet, Rexy.
Yeah, I should say so.
No, because we're going to bring him back up here afterwards. Harry!
Ah, Rex.
Oh, hello, Jay.
I just wanted to give you a word of warning. The chairman's in the hotel. So if you could have a word with Harry.
What about Jay?
Now, you know what about. We're all being watched. The rooms are probably bugged. We can't afford a breath of scandal. The reputation of the department is at stake. So if you could tell Harry to stop untying the waitresses' aprons, shouting and running up and down stairs, I would be very grateful. He's had a wild gleam in his eye ever since he arrived. I think he was on an excursion. Won't do him any good. He's had one nosebleed already. Besides, you know, I detest that sort of thing.
Oh, yes, of course, Jay.
One other thing. You're in London now, Rex. You may be approached by a certain kind of woman. You know what I mean?
I think so, Jay.
Yeah, you can usually tell. Probably got a split skirt or possibly a chain round her ankle. If it does happen, make an excuse and leave. There's many a young man from the provinces made that mistake and woken up in the morning clad only in his socks and minus his wallet. Take my advice, Rex. Keep your hand on it.
What?
Your wallet, Rex. Well, I must go now. There's a very interesting church over the road, early Norman. Thought I'd just go and have a look. Might take some brass rubbings. Good night, Rex.
Good night, Jay.
What did he want?
Oh, I see. Wanted to warn us about getting involved with loose women, Harry.
Old hypocrite. Hey, how about those two?
Oh, no, look at their feet.
What's wrong with their feet?
I think they're police women.
Rex, we have been here 2 hours already, and you've said no to everyone. They're either too fat or too thin, too short or too tall. I mean, what's the matter with you? You're nervous or something?
No. What makes you think that?
The way you keep playing with your dicky bow.
Well, it's very warm in here, Harry.
Rex, there's nothing to be nervous about.
No, so I don't know about that. We could be picked up by the vice squad. I mean, I'm sure that last one was under 16.
Well, how about that one at the bar?
Where?
There.
Oh, no, she looks too haughty to me, Harry.
Oh, don't you believe it? She's got her engine running, that one.
She's too genteel. She's ladylike. She might be the manageress.
I think she's clocked us. I'm going to give her the big wink.
No, Harry.
Oh, look at the way she's caressing the stem of her glass. Oh, I'm glad I put a clean vest on.
Hey, Harry, she's coming over here.
Hi there.
Hello.
What's your name, then?
Cynthia.
Ah, that's a nice name. Mine's Harry. I couldn't help noticing the way you crossed the floor just now, Cynthia. Have you had model training?
No.
That's incredible. Because when you crossed the floor just now, I couldn't help thinking nature's a wonderful thing. It's balance, of course.
Is it?
Oh, yes. With your shape, you should fall over every time you stood up. If you were a vase, you'd never stay on the mantelpiece.
No, I've never really thought about it.
Oh, yes. We all need balance. If we didn't have balance, we'd all have feet like snowshoes. That's a fact, that is. Not many people know that. Are you staying here?
Yes.
So are we.
We?
My friend and I. We're in room 19. Wonderful view. All the lights of the big city winking at you. Breathtaking. You know, it'd be a tragedy if you stopped here and never saw the view from that room. Hey, I've just had a thought. We're having a party later on in room 19. Why don't you come and see it then?
Well,
Look, I tell you what. I'll write it down for you. No, I haven't got it. I tell you what. Why don't you come and see it now? I mean, what are we waiting for?
My husband, actually.
Oh. We've got to go now. Might see you later on in room 19.
Hello.
Oh, there you are, Cynthia. I hope you aren't bored.
No, I'm certainly not bored.
Now, try and mingle with the staff. You can easily pick them out. They'll be rather hesitant, a little tongue-tied.
No, I haven't noticed anyone like that.
Ah, there's Phillips. I must have a word with him. Now, will you excuse me, my dear? Just keep smiling at everybody. Phillips.
On your own?
Yes, at the moment.
So am I. How old do you think I am?
I don't know.
I'm older than I look, but I don't think age has got anything to do with it, do you?
With what?
Friendship. There's a party in room 19. Would you like to come?
Well,
You can trust me. I'm not a wolf.
No, I didn't think you were.
We could talk about music or religion. I don't mind.
Well, it's very kind of you.
You see, I've got to bring someone, and it could be your lucky night.
Well, I'll think about it.
I'm going now, so don't forget room 19. It's on the first floor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harry, but I've had enough. And we have got the conference tomorrow. I think I'll read some of the papers.
She'll come up, I know she
Look,
will.
Harry, why don't you face facts? Nobody's going to come. I know it may seem surprising, but they all seem totally immune to your charm, Harry.
You're bound to get a few disappointments, Rex.
Oh, yes. Well, anyway, I've had enough. And for someone who sleeps without pajamas, you're a big disappointment.
You'll see about that.
Harry! Is that you, Cynthia?
Who's Cynthia?
Excuse me. Do you mind if I can sit down?
No, please do.
It's a lonely place, London.
Yes.
Yes, you can be surrounded by people and yet be completely alone.
Actually, I found everyone most friendly.
I'm not surprised. You're an attractive woman. I couldn't help noticing you sitting here alone. I thought, there's a woman who thrives on excitement. I'm looking for some excitement. I'm not the sort of man who can read a book. I need action. During the war, I was known as Mad Fletcher.
Were you in the army?
No. Fire Brigade. I don't suppose you know where I can find a little excitement around here?
Well, actually, I think I can help you there.
Can you?
There's going to be a party in room 19.
Room 19. Perhaps we can meet there.
Yes. Oh, will you excuse me? I think I better go and powder my nose.
Yes, of course. Room 19, then.
Yes.
Oh, there you are, Fletcher. No, don't get up. Have you seen my wife?
I don't think I've had the pleasure, sir.
Oh, haven't you? I think she finds all this terribly boring. Between ourselves, so do I. I was hoping for a little diversion, if you know what I mean, Fletcher.
I don't quite.
Oh, come on, Fletcher. All these pretty women about, the thought must have crossed your mind.
Well, as a matter
I thought so.
As a matter of fact, I've just come across a very lively little number. She couldn't wait to get me alone. You know, elegant woman, but underneath, smouldering. You know the type. Husband probably neglects her.
She sounds interesting.
Yeah, she's invited me to this party at room 19.
Room 19. Perhaps you could introduce me, Fletcher.
Yes, it'd be a pleasure, sir.
Smouldering, eh?
Highly combustible.
I think I better find my wife. Tell her I shall be in conference. Room 19?
She was a friend of Harry's. I thought she may have been in the wrong room.
And what were you going to do, hurl her into the corridor?
No!
Rex, don't you see? That's why I'm here tonight. We're going through these dangerous years.
Are we?
Yes. Oh, it's not your fault. It's your age. I've been watching you. I couldn't help noticing the way you push the children aside when you're watching Pan's people.
I don't.
Mavis Palmer's husband was the same, just before he went off for that loaf of bread.
Oh, so that's why you've come. That's why you're dressed up like this, is it?
Rex, I wanted to know if our marriage was dead.
Dead? How could it be? If it was dead, it'd be peaceful. We make more noise in the road than anyone else. If I lived next to us, I'd move.
No, that's the children.
Oh, yes, and where are they, by the way?
I left them with Mother. I jumped in the car and came here.
Yes, but why, Susan?
Rex, do you remember the last time we went out together?
Yes, last Saturday night.
Talking about the library. I mean, in the evening. Properly. When the street lights are on. It was 6 months ago. And that was only to vote.
Yes, all right, I take your point. When we get back, we'll have a night out.
Oh, do you really mean that?
Yes. Well, when I get the rust spots off the car.
Go again? If you ask me, it's more than the car that's getting rusty.
What do you mean?
Well, while you've been working on the car, I've seen next door kissing in the garden. She says their marriage is one long honeymoon.
No wonder he can't push the lawnmower.
Rex, couldn't this be our second honeymoon?
How could it be our second honeymoon with the whole of International Rentals looking on? I mean, they've even paid for the room. I mean, look, if this gets out, I'll be a laughing stock. He's laughed. I couldn't let him out. I would never be able to look Harry in the face again. Well, that's it now. Lock yourself in the bathroom and don't make a sound.
Oh, Rex, it's just like before we were married.
Hey, what's going on? Who are you? Will somebody tell me what's going on? What's going on here?
Oh, hello, Rex. Are you here? It's going to be that sort of party, is it? You better put your shirt on. The chairman's coming.
What?
I'm glad to find you here, Rex. I always thought you were a bit of a prude, but I'm glad to find you're human. Work hard, play hard, eh?
I don't understand, Mr. Fletcher. I thought you were going to take some brass rubbings.
Oh, come on. We're all men of the world, Rex.
Yes,
Hey, what's going on, Rex?
I wish I knew,
It's
Harry.
a party, can't you see, Harry? Come on, you two. Enjoy yourselves.
No, thank you. I'm
you.
waiting for somebody.
Oh, I see. Are you back? Just spreading your wings at last, eh?
I met her in the lounge. She's older than I am. I think she was attracted by my innocence.
Don't you believe it? No, what about you, Harry? Can't see anyone hanging on your arm.
Don't worry, I'm expecting somebody. I haven't lost the old magic, you know. You watch.
What about you, Mr. Fletcher?
I think I might surprise you all. The old man hasn't quite lost the charm that devastated so many hearts during the Blitz.
Hey. Hey, I told you, didn't
That's
I?
her.
Eh?
She's come. Do you think she's too old?
Yes, she's come to see me, Bertie.
You're both wrong. The lady happens to be with me, and I have seniority.
Look at him simpering.
Mind you don't have another nosebleed, Harry. Oh, where are you going, Bear?
I'm going to ring me mother, ask her to send my brown soap. I'll come up in a rash without it.
Oh, well, just a moment. Hey, here's the chairman.
Oh.
Ah, there you are, Fletcher. Now, where's this bit of hot stuff you were talking about?
What do you think of that over there? She'll sort the men out from the boys.
Cynthia!
Do you know who she is, sir?
Yes, Fletcher, she happens to be my wife. What are you doing here with these people?
What about you? What are you doing here? You're supposed to be at a conference. Some conference.
Go to your room immediately.
I won't.
I will not have you flaunting yourself like this in front of the staff.
How dare you?
I'll talk to you in the morning. Don't touch me.
Another coffee, JF.
No, thank you, Harry.
How are you feeling now, J.F.?
A little better. The shaking's almost stopped. Oh, what a fool I was to mistake Mrs. Tucker for a woman like that. What a ghastly blunder. What am I going to say to him in the morning?
Well, I think tempers may have cooled by then, J.F. After all, you know, it is a sort of compliment.
Do you think so? No, I think it would have been safer simply to have admired her dress. After all these years of effort to be wasted, I'll never get promotion now. It's at moments like this when I feel I want to go out and shake my fist at God.
Oh, steady on, Mr. Fletcher. It's because you're away from home, you know. You're upset. I mean, why don't you go and ring Mrs. Fletcher?
What? Yes. Do you know, I think I might. It's at moments like these when a quiet fireside and the love of a good woman can mean a great deal.
Yes, they certainly do.
Yes. After all, Mrs. Fletcher's still a very fine-looking woman. In a favorable light.
Yeah, I've always thought so.
Yes. We married men, we're very lucky, really. I mean, we think that the grass is greener on the other side of the hill, but we wouldn't swap, would we?
No, J.F.
Good night, Rex.
Good night, J.F. Well, that was very touching. What do you think, Harry?
I think he's past it.
Harry!
Come on, then. Are we going to go down, then? See what we can find?
No, I think I'll go to bed.
Oh, please yourself. You know, you're a great disappointment. A typical married man. All family snapshots and shiny trousers. You don't even know how to speak to a woman.
That's not true.
Oh, I don't blame you. I suppose it's a question of unused muscles. Come on, then. You'd better go to bed. Oh. With your cuddly toys. Oh. Good night. Wait a minute, what are these? Are these? What's going on?
Nothing, Harry.
You've got somebody here, haven't you? There's somebody in the bathroom. Who is it?
Just a minute, Harry. You can't expect me to answer that, Harry.
You, Rex? I never have believed it. How did you do it?
Well, you know what they say, Harry.
What?
Some of us have got it and some of us haven't.
Yeah, but Rex, how did... Good night, Rex.
All right, my love, you can come out now. Your prince awaits.
Oh!